information from all of you who are paying attention to us. Our team members are DD number 3, PG Anupama Oshadi, 40, GP Vimansi Kavisha, 55, GP Rashmi Resha, 113, DGS Prasadi Premaratna, 135, GMN Rukshan, 138, DM Rachin Nidisanayaka, 192, AP Apsara Sivandi, 249, UGS Nimasha this guy. The topic we have chosen is the problem of the Sri Lankan cinema industry. With this picturesque land coast, rich cultural heritage and diverse environment has long been the sought after location of the filmmaker worldwide. Over the year, the island nation has covered a niche for itself in the global film production industry, attracting filmmakers around the world. Sri Lanka has the history of the film production dating back to the early 20th century. The country's first feature film, Kadavunu Poranduva, was released in the 1947. Since then, Sri Lankan cinema has experienced various phases for growth and decline.
Today, cinema has become a very popular feature in the countries all over the world. Ceylon cinema is also important among them. The main problem in Sri Lankan cinema as well as in the world cinema is the distance caused by the coronavirus. Due to the economic hardship, the cinema industry has also been affected. The difficulty of buying a ticket to watch the cinema is the main one. In addition to this, the lack of renovation of cinema is another reason. Also, the government failure to provide necessary support for the promotions of the cinema is another problem related to cinema. Next, I have invited my friend to introduce them. Thank you.
Okay, well, let's talk about what are the current problems that can be seen in the Sri Lankan film industry. As of the last update in September 2022, several challenges were facing the film industry. While I can't provide real-time information, I can mention some of the prominent challenges that were relevant at that time. Please note that the situation may have evolved since then. Some of the challenges include: first one is stream and digital distribution. This rise of streaming platform and digital distribution has destroyed traditional film distribution models. This has led to challenges in terms of revenue sharing, audience fragmentation, and the need for connect creators to adapt to new platforms and formats.
The economic crisis can significantly affect the film industry in various ways, including reduced funding for productions, decreased consumer spending on entertainment, and challenges in distribution. In the case of Sri Lankan cinema, a financial downturn could lead to fewer film projects, limited resources for filmmakers, and a decline in audience attendance due to economic constraints. This cumulative impact may contribute to the overall struggle and potential decline of the Sri Lankan film industry.
Thank you. Okay, now let's see some other facts that the issues facing film industry in Sri Lanka. The number one, production costs are too high and financial problems. The cost of producing high quality films have increased making it challenging for independent filmmakers to compete with larger studios and franchises. Number 2. Globalization and cultural sensitivity. As films reach a global audience, there is a need for increased cultural sensitivity and awareness to avoid mispresentation or offense to different communities. Number 3. Market saturation. The sheer volume of content being produced and released can lead to market saturation, making it difficult for any one film to stand out and find its audience. And another one, environmental impact. Film production can have a significant environment footprint. There is growing awareness and pressure for the industry to adopt more sustainable practices. It's important to note that these issues can change in importance and impact over time. So let's see what the next member has to say. Let's move.
Pandemic conditions are another strong reason for the collapse of the cinema industry. Among them, COVID-19 is an epidemic. Sinhala cinema had to be closed for a while because of this coronavirus. People have to wait in crowds for a long time in cinema. People do not go to cinemas because of the epidemic. They go from places where people hang out. The entire world was locked down and the work of the film industry was halted. Film could not be made, revenues went down. People forgot about the film industry. Some theaters closed down. Thank you.
Social issues from film industry. Cinema is a very important medium in our world. This has caused many problems in our world. As a society, let's ask what they are. Many social issues have been caused through cinema. One thing is because most of the movies show scenes of drugs and sex scenes in front of children and young people. They focus on it and do bad things. It will soon destroy their lives. Also, the collapse of the family cooperation can be pointed out. In various movies, family problems, scenes without unity, and divorce cases are often seen by the elders today. So, they are impressed on their hearts. It's a big problem in our world. And the screening of various violent films has a negative effect on the society. On the one hand, seeing this, the youth community, small children, adults all have violent feelings and attitudes. Then, the sudden anger leads to murders, attempts at these actions, mind distortions, and uncontrollable stress. Also, due to scary movies, people with heart problems can get sudden illness and even die. Some scenes are unsuitable for sensitive people. That a bad reason for destroy our society. Socially speaking, it is a big social problem that many young and old people are going to try out the half-necked clothes fashion of the actors and actresses acting in various movies. So now let's move to the other part. Thank you.
Well, what steps should be taken to uplift the film industry? First, the habit of going to a cinema and watching a movie should be developed for all young and old of the country. For that, the audience should be attracted a cinema. Cinema should be developed not only as an art but also as an industry. For this, scholars, artists, investors as well as relevant officials should be discussed together. The number of cinema halls should be increased in the country. It can be done at the provincial level. The concept of real cinema is Western countries should be brought to this country. Young people can be very attracted to it. All artwork must be of quality. It is important to create films without caste and party differences. It helps in the development of cinema and of the growth of the film industry as a country. It is important to remove it from taxes. We can get anything from another country, but our cinema is only with us. So, do you need more reasons to save this cinema industry? Let's save this because it is another thing that is unique to us. Thank you.